Thank you for joining us again here on Heart Ministry Radio Network. I am your host, Brenda Divers, and this is the Extraordinary People broadcast. I'm excited to say I have with me a young man who is a gospel recording artist. You have a certain genre that you put yourself in, and we'll let you talk about that. But this is Seda Young.
Yeah.
I got it right.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord. So just say good afternoon to our audience.
Good afternoon.
And I'm so glad to have a variety on our Extraordinary People. And Seda was referred by Pastor Arthur Weathersby. We know we love the Weathersbys here on Heart Ministry Radio Network. And he said, you have to hear this young man and the music that he's doing. So we're excited that you were able to come on. So before we get started, Seda, my first question always is, what was your conversion experience? How you came to know the Lord? Can you share that?
Yeah. So look at the All right, cool. So my conversion, it was more so like my mother was always, like, she grew up in a Christian home. Her mother and father were like heavily in the church. So she grew up in the church. And just me being her son, I always heard about God. I heard about Jesus.
Yeah.
I used to go to church a lot when I was little, like every Sunday. But I guess that stopped when she had more of us and stuff. But yeah, so like I knew about God. I knew about Jesus. I knew about the Holy Spirit. But it like really got to me when I got into high school, and I just realized like the music I wanted to create, and just like I don't know how I view life. I was like, it's more than just parties. It's more than just like drugs or just doing whatever with your life. Like, it has to be more. Because that stuff gets like, I never did it per se, but like just knowing the people who did it, like certain friends, and just hearing their stories, it's like, wow, it has to be more. So my mom would like always redirect me to God whenever I'm in like trouble, whenever I'm confused, or I'm just questioning a lot of things that happen in life as far as like the violence and everything. My mom would be like, you know, it's happening for a reason, and she'll always mention God and like his good works. So I'll always like, I don't know, I'll look into it more, and at first I was like, I can't see this guy, like I don't know if he's but like I always like knew him in a way, like I always heard of him. So like I kind of like, I don't know, I was like, all right, I believe him. Like, I believe he exists. I'm not going to do this because then I'll probably get punished by God. I'll be scared. Like, I don't want to go to hell. So, like, I already, like, I don't know, that was, like, built in my mind. So, just me growing up, I guess I could say, like, I had a better childhood than a lot of people. But, I mean, I wouldn't say it's, like, the best and it's perfect and it's all glimmery and everything. But, yeah, high school, I just realized, like, I don't know, I didn't really fit in. Like, I wasn't really with, like, the parties and the drama, you know, doing all of this stuff after school. So I'll just be, like, making music or whatever, and, like, just trying to, I don't know, trying to inspire people, trying to make a way and better people's lives and something like that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
It is pretty neat to have a young person on Seda. You just graduated high school, correct? And on your way to Del Tech. Yep. So he's continuing his education also while he's doing the music. Right? So you're trying to build a foundation in your life, and I just think it's so wonderful because you see the path that a lot of maybe young people your age are taking. And because of your upbringing, you said there's got to be something different, and your mother's instilled in you who God is, you know, and at some point you'd say, okay, I want you for myself, right? And he's the one placing the music in you. That's the exciting part. He's placing the music, and he's giving you an outlet, right? So we had a couple of your songs, right? And tell me about your style, because I said gospel hip hop, but you said more of a gospel contemporary. What did you say?
I don't really know. Like, I don't know. I'll compare myself to Andy Mineo. Like, he be on like the BET Cyphers, even though that's not really a Christian outlet. But like he does like share the gospel in different venues and different areas and stuff like that. And I feel like I could do that. Like, I'm not always rapping at a church, or I'm not always like, I'm in different venues. And stuff. So I don't know. I guess I would call myself like, I don't really know what to call myself. Really, because I don't know anyone else like me.
I don't know anyone else like me. I love that because God made you an individual, right? And there may be another style that he's developing in you, right? but just the fact that you want to present the gospel, right? This is a church without walls. You don't have to be in a church to share the gospel, right? And he's going to take you other places outside of the church. But wherever you go, you're going to tell of his goodness and who he is, right? So he has already entrusted that to you, right? So he gave you a number of songs. And let's talk about the song Faith.
Faith.
What was happening, or how did that come?
Yeah. So that song was on an EP called Dystopia. And Dystopia is like a like, I guess you could say like a second version of this first version I made called Utopia. Utopia is basically about kind of like, you know how Utopia is a perfect world, everything is perfect, nothing is flawed. Yeah, right, we live in the world.
Right.
So I guess it was like kind of like that.
I love it.
Dystopia, Dystopia came about just being like the depression I went through earlier this year, just going through a lot. I don't really know. I guess it was more like psychological than or more spiritual, I should say. But yeah, that just like dawned on me. Faith came apart, and that's like the last song on there, and it just talks about everything. Yeah, it just talks about like the struggles I went through at the time, just questions in my head, like I don't know, like the whole song from the beginning to the end, it has like the whole meaning, the whole feel of it.
Wow. It's talking about your experience and your struggle, and faith came out of that. Did faith come out of that?
Like if I have to like say the verse, it's like I'm back for the win. I can't remember. I wasn't like prepared to like say the verse, but like it talks about like I was in a past relationship, and I guess like it wasn't fit for God, and so like it came in a way of like kind of me separating myself from everything.
Wow.
And it was just crazy, but yeah, do you still have faith in me? That's what I say at the end.
You still have faith in me.
Do you still have faith in me? So yeah, it's deep.
Wow, that is deep. And again, you're a young person just starting out, but you have relationships and those kinds of things that older people establish. You know, sometimes we're still trying to get it right. You know, but that you have to separate yourself. So you have to make a conscious decision. To separate yourself, right? But do you still have faith in me? And his answer is always yes, right? His answer is always yes. Praise the Lord. And then you had Born King. What was that?
So Born Kings is basically, it's more so like on a boom bap side of things as far as like rap.
We call boom bap.
Like a boom bap, like, you know, it's drums and like just natural sounds.
Okay.
Like that's the beat I rap.
You see how old I am. Boom bap. Okay.
Yeah, and that just talks about like I could say the acapella because I remember this by heart.
Absolutely.
It's like moms told me be patient. Pops told me quit playing lately. I've been having dreams about this music being stationed. Take me to a different place where I'm no longer incomplacent. Strategize myself. I'm in and out inside this hatred. What's the point of this song? What's the point of it, dog? Cause I've been giving my best and man, I just keep seeing loss. Wish my brothers could see me cause I've been busy with cause. Taking breaks from the breakup with what reality caused. I'm in the trenches. Something they don't speak about here, man. They want to hear about the flooded rollie with tears while there's people getting hoods flooded. Mamas covered in tears. They don't feel what I feel unless the feeling is rare. Sitting back, watching my little bro follow these gimmicks, televising, now it's all over your screen in case you missed it. Really nothing new, I swear this mic can make a difference. I'm just praying for some change because these dollars looking senseless, come on. Been a minute since I preached right. They trying to give me this sign, but it don't seem right. Yes, I've been truth, homie, I can't be lies. And they can't throw me in the dark, cause I keep light, speak life. In these tunes, can you see why? My only motive is to keep inspiring from youngest to oldest. Follow your dreams, put effort, you shall succeed. They gonna hate you regardless, man, whether you stay or leave, cause we was born to be kings.
We were born to be kings. All right.
Yeah. So it's basically just about like knowing yourself, your self-worth in God, your self-worth in the world, your self-worth in the family. Like it's people that don't believe they're loved. It's people that don't believe like they have people that pray for them, people that just love them and care for them genuinely. And that song is just born, like you're born to be a king, you're born to be a queen. Don't be going outside acting reckless, showing people you're something else when you were just made to be that.
Live the royal life that you were meant to be. I love it. And again, as a young person, that's already in your spirit. This is the way I need to live. Oh, I love it. I love the lyrics. You go ahead. And then we have Slipping
Part 2.
What's that?
So, it's basically like I guess my issue, like temptation of the flesh and stuff. So I talk about it. Slipping part 1 is more, I guess you could say, melodic, like I'm singing on that one. And Slipping part 2 is like more just me just rapping and more just me just putting my energy. I'm trying to remember what I said. Got a lot up on my mind, try to free myself from everything, but lock myself inside. Riding down this highway, praying that this life change starts zooming through me. 95 on 95, guess it's more to it than what you call this reality. Battles in the dark, I'm sinking fast, I miss the happy me. Man, I swear I need this healing. Spirit getting killed by these temporary feelings. Man, I'm tripping over everything. This drug or lust ain't everything. Love my future dearly. Hope to one day buy a wedding ring and put a name on it. For better days coming. To those who know the true meaning of love, it stays on it. Minds ain't perfect. Yes, I'm human. I ain't flawless. I need that unconditional, no filter or visual can help me do right when I'm stuck on doing wrong. I need you for the long. Hope one day you'll take me home. Yeah.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. And I love it because when you're rapping or when your face lights up, right? And for me, I always look at that. That means you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're doing what God put you here to do. And that's to the lyrics and to proclaim the gospel in your way, right? So he gave you that to do. And you are doing it for his glory. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. So where can we get the music and how can we contact you? Do you do engagements in churches or in venues? Do you do engagement? How do you
engagements like
perform?
Performance? Yeah. I do performances. I have business cards and stuff like that. I recently dropped a mixtape too. It's called God Young Seda. It's not really like a lot of new stuff on there. It's just basically like what I want the new people to know from me. So it's like a couple of songs that I made and I dropped a couple months ago. It's in it. The way to find me is on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that is Young Seda, YOUNGSEDA. My email, I have my email on the card. And it's on my social medias too. And stuff, so
they can they go there and hear some music?
Yeah. SoundCloud, I release like all of my music on SoundCloud, but it's on YouTube. I have a song on iTunes and all of those other digital stores.
Outlets. Okay. So what's on iTunes that we can purchase?
iTunes is Apple Juice. It's a song called Apple Juice. Yeah. It's a song called Apple Juice. I guess like the meaning behind that song, it was more so like, I don't know. I was 18 at the time. I mean, even though that was a year ago. But I mean, it's a quick change.
It's a quick change. I tell you.
Yeah.
Apple juice.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I knew what juice meant. Like, when people say, I got the juice, that's like, I got the respect. I got the clout. I got, everybody knows me. But I don't know. I guess I was just being too literal with it. And, like, I don't know. I was just like, what type of juice you got? I got apple juice. I don't know. Something corny. But, I mean, a lot of people like the song. And, yeah, so that's the only song on iTunes for right now.
Apple Juice.
Apple Juice. But SoundCloud, everything, Born King, all of the songs that you just said is on there. Faith, Slipping, everything. Even the mixtape, Who Is Young Seda and stuff. SoundCloud, YouTube, Spinrilla. So I'm on, different music stores.
All right, well, look out for this young man. He's going places. Just a sweet spirit, and I think that's important too because that wins people as well. And the words are so powerful. Thank God for you as a young person, even consenting to come.
Yeah, I was proud. I was hyped to come.
Oh, amen.
Yeah, this is my second interview.
Okay. So, well, you're doing a fabulous job. You're doing a wonderful job. I know your parents are just so godly proud of you because again, the young people, we know there's a lot that you're going through, right? And sometimes we wait until we, went through college and gone through life before we kind of come back. But you're here now, and the 19-year-old, and you want to live that life that's pleasing to the Lord. So that's exciting. We're behind you in that, because we're pushing. Yes, and we're cheering you on as you go. Again, when Pastor Weathersby told us about it, we were excited that, for what you're doing and that you were, that you're consented to do this with us, So what's coming up for you? What's the next thing?
The next thing for me as an artist, I I guess really just experimenting more with like engineering, because like I engineer all of my music.
Okay.
And like I record myself. I have like my own little setup at home. And I don't know. I have like more time in my hands for now before I start college. So like I'm trying to like, I don't know, use that time wisely. And just I don't know, work on my sound and more on my lyrics and all of that stuff. So I don't have like any upcoming projects that I could like say or like that's even like just thought of right now. Yeah. Stay tuned. But I guess like until now I'm gonna just be like performing the songs that I already put out and just for the new people that's following me, like for the new people that hear me on Heart Ministry Radio, they can check out this stuff and just keep following me and yeah.
Oh, amen. Because what we do on Friday evening at 7 and Saturdays at 2, we feature specifically gospel hip hop, gospel love, urban love, all of that. We do that. So they know they can hear you at 7, between 7 and 8 on Friday, and between 2 and 3 on Saturdays. They know that. So, and we also have an app, right? So on our iPhone app, once they hear your music, all they have to do is swipe to the right. And if apple juice is there, then they can purchase it right there.
Cool,
yeah, so you have to make sure we have apple juice.
All right,
so you know, because we want to promote you and all of that. But it's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Now we're running out of time, but what I want you to do, Seda, if you would, is there are some young people out there who are struggling. You know, going through what you've gone through. Is there a word of hope? Is there a word of encouragement for that young person? You can rap it out. You can do whatever you want. But is there something you can leave with us?
Yeah, of course. I don't really know like a rap right now, but definitely like I don't know. I didn't really have the hardest childhood, so I don't know like if you've been through the hardest childhood. But if you want to do something great and you want to do something good and it's positive and it's clean and it's good for God, do it. I second guess myself a lot with doing a lot. I remember like when I was in William Penn in 10th grade, I was like, I want to rap, but I don't know because I want to like talk about God now. Yeah. I don't want to talk about all this other stuff that everybody talks about. But I mean like it's different, but different is good. And nobody would know what it is that you're gonna do or the great things you can do if you don't do it for it to be great or not. So you'll never know unless you try. So anything that you do, you're not a failure unless you don't do it at all.
You're not a failure unless you don't do it at all. I love that. That's wisdom from a young man. You're not a failure unless you don't do it at all. I love that. That's a word of encouragement that I'm going to end on because that's perfect. It's perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Young, for coming. Look out for this young man. He is going places. He is going places. And again, we are so proud to feature your music. Get us apple juice so we can make sure that's something that we can purchase. But look for him on Heart Ministry Radio, between 7 and 8 on Friday evenings and 2 and 3 specifically on Saturdays. That's where we feature our gospel hip hop, our contemporary or love urban music.
I don't even know what is contemporary. What is good? I don't know. Like people use that.
Other than your traditional music, that was the next genre.
Okay.
Contemporary.
All right, cool. I didn't know. I just used that word because a lot of people say Christian contemporary. I was like, I guess I listen to those Christian contemporary artists. So maybe that's I one of them. Like I don't know.
You have your own style, and it's okay. We don't want to put you in a mold. If it's different, then it's different. Yeah. You know, it's what the young people are listening to, and it's the message of hope that you are sending out to the world. So we're excited about that. We're excited for you. Again, God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. That's our time. Again, Young Seda.
Young Seda.
Young Seda. Follow him on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. He's all on, he's everywhere. But you've got to get his music and follow this young man and pray for him as he goes out. He's starting Del Tech in the fall. Pray for him as he goes through college and that he finds his way, right? And at the end of that you are still doing on fire for the Lord and that he is way up there, proclaiming the gospel. So we speak life over you in the name of Jesus. Again, thank you for joining us here at Heart Ministry Radio Network. Visit us at heartministryradio.com. There's so much going on. If you are an artist, If you have a message, give us a call, 215-847-6664. We'd love to speak to you. Again, join us on heartministryradio.com. Visit us often. Again, there's so much going on. Talk to you real soon. God bless you.